Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life, and we are on a brand new master topic today, which I'll tell you in just a second. You can go ahead and head over to the kitchen, get yourself something delicious and hot or cold, or just something healthy. And so, let me give you the master topic while you go get yourself something delicious. All right. So tonight's master topic is a great one, and I got inspired with this topic from our pastor at my church tonight when he was giving his homily. I said, "Well, that's perfect. I can retool that, and that'd be a perfect thing for the entire week." And you're ready for the master topic? Here it is: understanding fowl, FOWL, play, ducks versus humans in the ring. Series 3, Show 50, episode number 1. Yeah, I know you'd chuckle on that, but it's serious. So join me, everyone. Do check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Definitely check that out after the show. There's so much great stuff there. So join me as we embark on exciting exploration of what drives us, challenges us, and ultimately makes us better. I am your host, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, a podcast coach and host, here to guide you through unique insights and actionable strategies that can transform your mindset, leadership, and workplace culture. Whether you're looking to inspire your team, unlock creativity, or simply learn something new, this is the podcast for you. Is everybody ready? Let's dive in and elevate your life together. Hey, it's time for you to get back from the kitchen if you're still out there playing. Come on back, everyone. We want to kick the show off, all right? All right, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to explain uh, basically a brief synopsis of the points we're going to be covering this week. And we'll get in more detail to these points each night. You know how we do this, right? So the first point is the setup. Ducks. A few flaps, some quacking, and maybe a puffed up chest. It's all about posturing and staking claims. People, however, when they fight, it's about arguments that erupt over words, actions, misunderstandings fueled by emotion or pride, and sometimes even lawsuits enter the equation. Conflict resolution. Ducks, it's quick and it's straightforward. Couple of splashes and some feather flaps, and the issue is forgotten as they swim off. People, humans often complicate things. Long conversations, grudges are held forever almost, or even seeking external mediation. Motivations: ducks, survival instincts, territorial disputes, or attracting a mate. People, a mix of practical needs, personal desires, and deeper emotional triggers like pride or insecurity. Audience reaction. Ducks, people find it amusing watching nature's theater unfold with lighthearted curiosity. People, depending on the situation, it can either captivate or create a division or make us deeply uncomfortable to be around them. Aftermath. Ducks, they paddle away, the fight's forgotten as if it never even happened. People, they often dwell on the conflict, letting it impact relationships or productivity long after it is over. The lesson. So, ducks keep it simple, um, resolving issues quickly and moving on. People learn to find balance, embrace the closure. Ducks teach us while acknowledging the complexities of human emotions. If we handle everything the way ducks did, right, we might find our life to be a little more peaceful, right? But humans, versus ducks arguing, it's completely different, everyone. Um, and they call it the human duck analogy, right? It means someone who appears calm and collected on the surface while working hard or struggling underneath. A duck is affectionate in the term for another person. Can ducks mimic human speech? Well, they have tried. Are ducks territorial? Male ducks, especially during mating season, can become very territorial. If they feel their space is being invaded, they may act aggressively to ward off potential threats. This is particularly true in areas where ducks have become accustomed to humans, such as urban parks. Ducks can be aggressive. The male ones are the ones that are getting aggressive at this time of year. So I think this is an interesting type of thing, right? Ducks just go about their merry way. Okay. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? So there is something called, I have to share this with you, Jeep ducking. Placing a duck on a Jeep vehicle is known as ducking. It's a simple gesture of kindness from one Jeep driver to another. There is no deeper meaning beside a desire to bring a smile to a stranger's face. Um, and they call it duck flirting, actually. Yes, Jeep duck flirting. And it's gone on for a very long time. Um, it's interesting. Jeep ducking is putting one or more rubber ducks on the top of a Jeep vehicle. Although it's not confirmed when the practice started, Jeep ducking became a larger social phenomenon in 2020 with the Allison Parliament, who set a rubber duck on a Jeep Wrangler in a parking lot in Ontario. The act of Jeep ducking has become a worldwide tradition amongst Jeep owners. Often, duckers will write a positive message directly on the surface of the Jeep's rubber duck. That is pretty cool. Jeep ducking, meaning its modern iteration, is that around 2020, the native Canadian Allison Parliament was road tripping from their home base in the United States to visit friends and family in Ontario when they were assaulted physically and verbally at a rest stop. Shaken by the experience, Parliament spread positivity by placing a rubber duck acquired at a nearby general store on a Jeep vehicle in the parking lot. Before leaving the rubber duck, the person wrote a friendly message on it. Thanks to this delightful and spontaneous act of kindness from Allison Parliament, Duck Duck Jeep, culture has blossomed into a viral sensation, practiced by Jeep motorists all over the world. If you'd like to participate, the first step is to become familiar with the rules of Jeep ducking. Duck Duck Jeep rules. If you choose to write a message on a duck, keep it G-rated. Should never include a swear word or negative phrase on a duck in this case. Always keep the rubber duck on the exterior of the vehicle, even if a window is open. The duck should be clearly visible to the Jeep owner. Placing it out of sight is discouraged. Jeep ducking is typically intended for Jeep models or similarly rugged off-roaders. If you're not a Jeep driver but appreciate the brand, you may leave a duck on a Jeep model. That is pretty cool. And so it's meant to spread positivity. It's part of a larger tradition of light-hearted Jeep culture. Placing a duck on a Jeep vehicle is known as ducking, a simple gesture of kindness from one Jeep driver to another. There's no deeper meaning besides a desire to bring a smile to a stranger's face when they return to their vehicle. Now, when you see a rubber duck on the windshield, side mirrors, or other surfaces of a Jeep vehicle, you know why it's there. Do people still put ducks on Jeep vehicles? Well, Jeep ducking is alive and well in the Jeep community. If anything, the tradition is only growing. We're seeing ducks popping up on Jeep models all over the world. Many Jeep drivers have accumulated so many rubber ducks that they've created duck ponds on their dashboards where the toys reside permanently. If the current level of enthusiasm tells us anything, it's that Jeep ducking is here to stay. I think that is really positive. But I wanted to share that story with you because this whole week is going to be centered around ducks. But then we're going to play on that with drawing to how humans do things. And hopefully we can learn something, because ducks have a way of just letting things go, where humans have a way of just holding on to things forever. So again, the setup, right? We're going to talk about this in very elaborate detail tomorrow, which is the setup of people and arguments, and the setup of ducks and how they start to argue. Later on in the week, we'll talk about conflict resolution between how ducks handle it and how people handle it. But we're going to get a lot deeper than just what I read you. We're going to talk about the motivations of ducks, the motivations of people, and we'll get pretty deep in that. And then we're going to get into what happens after the fight, both with ducks and with humans. And what can we learn from these wonderful creatures of nature? So I pick this, ladies and gentlemen, because, like I said, today's Bible reading is about ducks. And so ducks glide through the water and they do some amazing things. But the biblical meaning of ducks is a symbol of faith, trust, and renewal. And as we're in the season of Advent, December 7th, 2024, this is the second weekend of Advent. Ducks hold a special significance in the Bible. They symbolize various spiritual meanings. They can inspire us in our daily lives, and they show us what grace is and how that's associated with faith, trust, and renewal. And when we start to study ducks, we can learn some important lessons from God. In the Bible, water is often used as a symbol of purification, transformation, and new beginnings. Ducks, being water-dwelling birds, embody these concepts and serve us as a reminder of the cleansing and renewing power of God's grace. So I think you're going to like this week, because whenever we want to talk about something personal or something that can really affect or change our lives, it's not easy. But when we can compare it to something lighthearted like a duck, that's pretty easy. So when it comes to exploring the symbolism and meaning found in the Bible, even seemingly ordinary creatures can hold deeper spiritual significance. Ducks, for example, have been mentioned in the Bible and can teach us valuable lessons about faith, trust, and God's provision. From Matthew 6:26, look at the birds of the air. They never sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Ducks also have a strong symbol of adaptability. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Timothy 6:6, but godliness with contentment is a great gain. Hebrews 10:24-25, and let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another. Matthew 6:26, look at the birds of the air. They never sow nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? I want to read that again because I think it's important that we hear that. So I picked this because I think it's a very light and easy topic when we compare it to ducks. We just talk about arguments with ourselves. A lot of people will be pushing back on that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's always such a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you guys on these amazing days and evenings. Do check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. And until our next show, quack, quack, we will talk to you about more of the foul play between ducks and the foul play with humans. Stay tuned. I will see you guys on the next show. In the meantime, do check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Don't forget to like, love, and tag all your friends, colleagues, and associates and share this out with everyone you know on social media. I was so grateful for that. Thank you again, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another episode. Good night, everyone.